but to use your current position as a stepping stone when hoping for something better.
True.
But today, being an important opportunity for us to talk about finance, I feel that a lot of people, when they arrive into their new country, they have a little financial literacy.
Yeah, true.
Whereby
Very
they
true.
may end up making poor decisions.
Yeah.
To a point, even after being in a country and in a good job position, they have probability of returning home with little
Oh my goodness.
achievement,
Oh
more
my
than
goodness.
what they would have done. I could buy a CD at 10 bob, put
Copyright
put music in it, and sell the CD at about 100 bob. I think a similar situation could be in someone else's life happening today.
Yeah, sure.
After high school, I couldn't go to college right away, and actually rice was the commodity that I traded with
Okay.
to begin with, because I
Yeah.
couldn't stay idle.
Yes, for sure. It's
So-
good to use the resources that you have. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to Wakilisha podcast. My name is Glory. I'll be your host today. And I'm joined here with a very professional friend of ours here in Kuwait, ready to teach us and give us the wisdom that we have from him. He will be talking to us about financial investments, and I'll let him introduce himself. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Glory. My name is David,
Okay.
and I am Kenyan, living in Kuwait. Back home, I come from Kirinyaga.
Okay.
Yeah, Tebere, Mwe.
Tebere.
Yeah,
Ah,
that
that
is my
is
hometown.
that is uko ndo kwa Murima. Is it around that area?
That is on your way to Embu. You see, when you reach Makutano from Nairobi, Nyeri,
Okay, Makutano is the junction.
then
Okay.
Makutano you go to what's Embu,
Okay.
and maybe another 20 minutes you'll be in my home area.
Actually, Mwea is well known for the rice,
For
right?
rice, yeah, for rice.
Ah, okay. In case I
Yes.
need some supplies, I'm gonna holler.
I can arrange that, yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
And what brings you here to Kuwait, and how did you find yourself here in Kuwait?
It's, I think, purely circumstantial, because initially, okay, I cleared high school in the year 2000,
Okay.
and during that time, I think a similar situation could be in someone else's life happening today.
Yeah, sure.
After high school, I couldn't go to college right away, and actually rice was the commodity that I traded with to
Okay.
begin with, because I
Yeah.
couldn't stay idle.
Yes, for sure. It's
So-
good to use the resources that you have.
Yes.
Yeah, we're learning.
Being between Mwea and Nairobi, packaging the product in 2 kgs, 1 kg,
Okay.
and supplying to the supermarkets in my area, I got to know some good friends.
Okay.
And then I realized this job, before I make a profit, I turn a profit, I have to carry so much weight. I have to turn over. I don't know how many kgs.
Yeah, before you even make a profit.
Maybe at least 1,000 kgs.
Oh
I don't
my
know.
goodness.
It's now you see, when you're in business, you learn about efficiency.
Yeah.
Actually, there is a company that was in operation during that time. It's called Music World. There is the cassette that we used back then.
The old models,
so
huh?
Music World,
Uh,
they took me in as the a little brother. They
Okay.
trained me how to write CDs, how to do marketing.
yeah.
But unfortunately, there was a huge competition, I think, in music industry,
Yeah.
and I had to be independent. And that time, unfortunately, there was I had a small workshop in Nairobi. I
Okay.
could buy a CD at 10 bob,
Uh-huh.
put music,
Copyright it.
put music in it,
Uh-huh.
and sell the CD at about 100 bob.
Wow.
Or if it is a okay, movies used to get video CDs back then,
Yeah.
or DVDs.
Yes.
Then later came DVDs 3-in-1 or something like that, 4-in-1.
Okay.
But deep inside I was feeling I'm not doing the right thing, and I don't want to make this is not gonna make my life stable financially if I continued in it.
Yeah.
So I desired better.
Yes, true.
And around that time there is a gentleman and a lady. I think she's still along Gong Road, and it was Lillian. They were actually giving free courses because they had demand for Kenyans to work in Dubai,
Okay.
especially in hotel industry, servers.
Yeah.
So I got a free 3-month crash course for where in the end I could work at a 5-star establishment.
Wow.
You get knowledge about service, about wines, about liquors, about everything.
Yeah, actually, Kenyans are well known to be very
Yes.
hospitable.
So
We are naturally hospitable. So
yeah.
having a crash course was a bit easy
So
for us.
it's easy for me. I'm a quick learner. Even very few things I've been trained how to do.
Okay.
I just look at how it's done and I get to do it myself. Like driving, I just okay, you need to do this. This is the accelerator pedal. This is the clutch. This is the brake. And I just started driving.
You just coordinate and call us.
So similarly, I just went there. I could go to my business, spare 2 or 3 hours for the class. And then I just go there, sit with some young guys, my colleagues. Many of them, they have gone to other lines of work, especially a cruise ship.
Okay.
Others have gone into private enterprise.
Okay, but luckily we have you here in
I think
Kuwait.
some of them, they're still in Dubai.
Oh, still in Dubai.
Others have gone to different countries.
Okay.
I was not really happy with what I was doing in Dubai. It was at a place called Jumeirah Beach Residence. So I went there at around April 2008. I stayed there for about maybe 8 months.
Okay.
And within that time I heard it was a friend is passed away a few years back. His name is Steve.
Sorry.
He told me, Dave, they were calling me Kabuda back then. There is this interview. They're coming for guys to work in hotels, and they're coming from Kuwait, Holiday Inn. No, Crown Plaza back then it was. So I went for the interview. I was not excited about the job opportunity because they were offering just a little bit higher from what I was getting back then.
Yeah.
So my interviewer, his name is Tariq, he was telling me, David, take this job. I tell him, Tariq, I'm not going to take it because it's actually what I'm earning right now.
Yeah.
If I'm going to make a change, it better be what's the change, you know?
Yeah, true.
So he told me, no, I'll give you captain position for the restaurant. So I came to Dubai. That was in 2009.
Wow.
My first job in for 1 year.
Okay, that is what brought you here to Kuwait, right?
It's a long story. You see, I tried to...
But no,
cut
it's
it
good
short,
that you're getting the details because we could be having someone back home.
Yes.
We could be having someone elsewhere. And they would love to hear your opinion, your view, and your story.
Yes.
And that's why we welcome you here. And we are sure that we're going to learn a lot of things from you.
Yes.
And how is your career life so far?
Now, around that time in 2009, similar thing. I was in banquet.
Okay.
Because my instinct told me, if you stay in the restaurant, you're working overtime. You're not getting paid on time for it. You have to wait for that money for maybe a month or even more. Sometimes you're not sure if it's gonna get paid. Why don't you go to banquet and these guys are telling you whenever they go and they get overtime, it comes with the salary. So I started going for banquet functions outside.
Oh, okay.
To weddings. You see all the cultures
Arabic
from around.
culture.
You watch all the guys from if it's from Syria,
Yes.
Lebanon, their dances. I used to enjoy
Wow.
all that.
Nice.
But I knew, no, I'm not gonna stay here, because if I wanna do something with my life,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get stuck here. So when
True.
I heard about Watania Airways that they were hiring back then, it was supposed to be a premium service airline. So I went for the interview. So I told my manager back then, this is what happened. I went for the interview. I don't have any referees. May I put your name? So may I ask David? So after they spoke with the gentleman, he was kind enough. So I got hired. But because I had not finished 1 year, transferring your visa in Kuwait is such an issue.
That could be an issue as
So
well.
the guys at the HR, they were telling me, David, there's no way you're gonna transfer your visa. And I was telling them, okay, if it happens, I am unable to transfer the visa, I'm gonna resign anyway. I'm not gonna stay.
Yeah.
If the airline is able to bring me back from Nairobi, they may do so. If they are not able, let me be back in my country and I'm gonna start all over, think about something new. But luckily, the gentleman, the hotel owner, he was a director at the airline, and when he saw that it's the airline that he's gonna hire me, he just signed the papers.
Wow.
And I found myself in Watania Airways. Yeah.
Congratulations.
So
Actually, I could tell that it's so hard for someone to accept for your employee to just go to somewhere better. Most of them will
some
just
people
get
have
killed.
faced difficult situations.
Yeah, a lot of people are facing the same challenge, but it takes God's grace actually to find such a favor, even from a good employer, from a good workplace, that everything was okay, and you get another opportunity to make you better. So kudos.
But unfortunately, we didn't stay at Watania Airways for a long time because the company had operation challenges. So they spoke to us, they told us, you're gonna downsize, but unfortunately we've got this group whom we are gonna stop their contracts, but you have a choice. You may stay in the country, stay in the accommodation for another 3 months with the salary coming into your bank, and you may be free to travel and look for other job positions. So we were between Kuwait and Dubai. But when I was in Dubai, I received a call from Kuwait. Because one girl, she's from Thailand. She was with us there in Watania. She dropped her papers there and in one of the local airlines here.
Okay.
So I told my contact, the company, okay, I'm gonna cut my stay short in Dubai and I'm gonna come tomorrow.
Wow.
And that is how I started until today. It's been that was because Watania Airways I stopped in 2010. Then 2013 I moved over to my new company.
That's around 12 years now.
More than.
Wow.
More
Congratulations.
Than, yeah.
And how is it like for you and your family here in a foreign land? Yani living
I was
in the
a young
diaspora?
man back then, not married, still trying to figure out. So okay, when I went back home at around 2010 is when I met my wife, where we got married 2 or 3 years later in 2013, and she came to Kuwait. Our children are born here. It is a quiet country for family. And only that during summer the kids they are a little bit frustrated to stay inside.
Yeah. But anyway, we still have to cope, right?
But I think speaking a little bit about my experience is maybe helpful for someone who may be desiring opportunity to settle in for those who are arriving in the country. But I think it's good to wait for, not to be in a hurry for the future.
Yeah, true.
But to use your current position as a stepping stone when hoping for something better.
Better, true.
But today, being an important opportunity for us to talk about finance, I feel that a lot of people, when they arrive into their new country, they have a little financial literacy.
Yeah, true.
Whereby they may end up making poor decisions.
Yeah.
To a point, even after being in a country and in a good job position, they have probability of returning home with
Oh
little
my goodness.
achievement
Oh
more
my
than what
goodness.
they would have done.
True, very true.
Yeah.
Actually, we need to be more focused on that because you came here with a goal, you know?
Yes.
So you have to be driven by that goal so that you can be accelerating yourself
Most
as
of
well.
the time,
Yeah.
we may think we have clear goal,
Yeah.
but it's not always the case.
Okay.
You get distracted
Yeah, true.
from here and there.
Yeah.
And that is how I found out actually consistency matters.
True.
And one of the ways where you could remain consistent is through working with trusted friends,
Okay, yeah.
or in some
in a
kind
closed
some,
place.
some kind of a formation, because you see
Yeah.
how does the society operate? Most of the things you find are too great to be done
By a single
individually.
person. Yeah, very
So
true.
it becomes necessary for people to work as a team.
To come together.
But now it becomes tricky if there is no level of governance.
Okay. So, for instance, the people who are coming here, you know, most of the time we come and meet as strangers. But with time, you create some circle of friends. So you could advise us maybe to close ourselves in this trusted friendship thingy before investing, or what would you like to tell
Okay,
us?
now example, I can use real life examples.
Okay.
When COVID came,
Yes.
okay, I was just at home most of the time, thinking, preparing myself mentally. What if
Yeah.
my job is affected and I have to return home?
Yeah.
What would I do? So I had a few business ideas. I
Yeah.
opened all those pages to study other accounts in similar business. One of them was like trading with body care products,
Okay.
like face creams, the
Cosmetics.
lipsticks, like for ladies,
Yeah.
because I always thought about amounts that you have to ship if it's from Japan or Korea. If you ship them over, how much, how many per unit,
Okay.
and how much are you buying
Make-
each, and how much are you gonna sell it? So if you are buying at 0.5 dollars, it's about 75 cents. If you sell it for $2, 2.5, you make almost 300% or 200% profit.
Profit, true.
And if you removed all your
Expenses.
expenditure cost from that, you do a good profit.
Yeah.
So that was one idea. Another one was maybe putting up a shop for all the babies things. You see, when babies are born, there is things that you must buy.
Yes, for sure.
And I was telling my wife, these are the ideas that I have, and most likely we may do all of them together, or we may prioritize. These will
This
start,
one,
these
and
will
then
follow,
this
and
will-
these will follow. So there was
Yeah.
3 ideas, and all of them I give them business titles. I still run those accounts on Instagram. I didn't delete,
Oh, okay.
because you never know.
Yeah,
Fortunes
you
do
never
change
know.
in future. Yeah.
And actually, good tip right there. When you want to succeed, most of the time, people say you should invest either in the ladies or the babies, because those is a must-have thing.
Yes.
For the guys, they have to prioritize,
Yes.
maybe not, you
Yes.
know. And that's really brilliant. And
Yeah.
what would you maybe try to tell us? For instance, most of us who are coming here, most of us are just by themselves, you know. We don't have like close family, we don't have really like close knit friends and groups. So what to do, maybe tell to some of the people here on how they can try and invest back home.
Now, I was in a family kind of group.
Okay.
Family part of it, and others are friends.
Yeah.
But now, when we we would save for each month, a given minimum, and then at the end of the year, you get your money back, and on top of it, the extra savings that you may have had. So I was telling my auntie, whatever we are doing, we may not realize any long-term
profit.
goals.
Okay.
Why can't we register our group
Okay.
as an initiative,
Okay.
as a self-help group.
Oh, okay.
So we get into a progressive kind of saving,
yes.
considering those who are in possession of keeping up with the savings
Yes.
without feeling it,
Yeah, true.
and that's how we started one of the groups that
Yeah.
is about 3 years, almost 4 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, where by raising, like, let's say 2,500,
Yeah.
it makes it possible, even if it's for someone who is in college,
Yeah.
to keep up with us.
Very true.
And our first investment was on land, actually. We bought
You got into
one
real
acre
estate.
1 acre land
Uh-huh.
near Isinya at a place called Diaspora Village,
Okay.
and it's without feeling the effort.
Actually, like you said earlier on, that consistency is key.
Yes,
And-
because now in the group, sorry, yeah, because in the group, the way we've set rules
Yes.
is in a way that if you don't remain in step with the rest of the members, if in 90 days you are left behind, you're just given back your money and
Colors.
ejected from the group.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
from what I can get from you, is like you created this close circle of friends
Yes.
to start with
Yes.
home investments.
Yes.
Because, to be honest, if you're here and you're surviving solo, most of the time you'll be saving back home, but without achieving much, But as a group, how has it been? How has it been
Now-
coordinating the group?
That is only one example.
Uh-huh.
Because we kept a locked membership of like 30 members. For whoever
Okay.
could not join that group, we started
Another one.
another similar.
Okay.
Most of the terms are almost similar.
Mm.
Whereby if a month is ending on the 25th, you have to, we open the saving window, and we close it on the 5th of the subsequent month.
Okay.
So that each day that passes from the 6th
It's
after
gonna
the 5th
come with a
is
fine.
gonna be penalized,
Oh, okay.
Now that other group, we just finished 1 year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was talking
That
to
was
you
the
about
second
it
group.
earlier.
Okay.
Yes. And we've kept similar number, and the hope is the same. Maybe in 4 or 5 years down, we may go into the long-term goal was to go into leisure business.
Okay.
Find a place, even if it is in the Mara or in Aberdares or Mount Kenya areas. We
Amazing.
buy land there and put up some place where people can
Like a
find
resort,
accommodation
a
and they
chill
visit.
out.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Actually, it's so intriguing. From your way, yani, the way you've created it. You have one that is already 3 years.
Yeah.
It's already running smoothly, and out of that experience, you've managed to create another one. It's more like a
Because
self-help
it's
group.
giving it just a small
Yeah.
amount of money that is required of each member to raise every month
Okay.
into the future without worry.
Yeah.
Because if we wanna dissolve the group, if members vote for dissolution, we just divide the capital. It's okay, money is there. Because whenever money comes in, we have the collection account for both groups in Gold Bank,
Okay.
and the money does not stay there. It is invested in any of our instruments. There is
Okay.
Mansa by Standard Investment Bank, with also possibility of opening an Oak special fund.
Wow. Okay.
Oak is run by Faida Bank. It's a new thing.
Oh.
So a lot of people have been talking about it, and it's quite diversified. So we can say the risk, okay, even though it's high still, it's quite diversified to make sure that your capital is preserved. Now,
Okay.
what can we learn from this? Whatever we are doing as a group, this is an example that we can also do it at an individual level.
True. Very.
Only
true.
that at an individual level you can even do more than that, because you can
Yeah,
go even if
sure.
it is 15,000, 20,000,
Uh-huh.
and your growth every 10 months, if it is 20,000, every 10 months it's 200,000.
Wow.
And being young, a young person who have just arrived in the country, how much could you do with your 4 years 2 years or 4 years of work, because you don't have that desire to come and get stuck here.
True.
You wanna live in the country, of course, give it the best.
Yeah.
If other opportunities arise back home, Kenya is one of the best places to live, and invest.
Yeah, true.
Because with my job of all the places where I have been, they are developed countries.
Yeah.
But you will meet stereotypes about Africa.
True.
Or maybe someone thinks you cannot do a job properly.
Yeah.
But we know ourselves.
Yeah, true.
And our joy is not when we are out here. When we listen to our ministers and leaders in the government talking about how many Kenyans they are gonna bring to work abroad, it is not what Kenyans want. We want to enjoy our land.
Very true.
It is what our fathers fought for.
Yeah. East or West, home is always the best indeed. We're learning so much from Wakilisha.
Yes.
And I would like to encourage you to keep subscribing, keep sharing, like our videos, and now we even have some of our merchandise. So you can also get a mug from us. We'll put all our adverts here with us. In case you need anything, just click the link and keep following and sharing. Thank you.